What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zip4 and I'm bringing to you guys another and hopefully the last one, because I don't want to flood this channel with too many Armed Dragon decks. I mean, that's reserved for DD only, and I guess in Dale's case, Dark Magician. That can only flood this channel. But yes, I'm bringing to you, hopefully again, as I said, the last version of the Armed Dragon deck that I think that you can play. So that way you got a good mix of like many different variations and different variants that you can play. That isn't just, you know, possibly, you know, a Armed Dragon with engine with a Dogmatica engine and another engine, you know, that kind of thing. Just like 3 different engines in a deck. So I mean, this is also kind of 3 engines in a deck, but they're all meld around the same thing, and that is the Manjome Chaz Princeton variant. So this is literally using Armed Dragons with Ojamas and XYZ and VW. Literally everything that has been supported by Manjome, supports for Manjome, is in this deck, and it is a load of fun. This is probably the most fun I've had with a variant as of yet. I think the only one that I can see myself having a lot of fun with that I haven't personally playtested myself, because I've been waiting for the additional copies of Galaxy Soldier and Throw an Orbital to arrive to me. And that is Dale's ABC variant. I think that looks like a lot of fun and can do very well given the right ratios and, like, you know, ratio adjustments and maybe things like that, and lots more testing. But yeah, this is the one I've had a lot of fun with, just because it crazily naturally flows so well. There's even a very spicy tech in here that seems crazy at first, but when you're actually playtesting it and using it, it's insanely good. Like, it is insanely good, and you could probably, so good to the point you could probably like emphasize on that a little bit more, and you'll see as I get to that in the profile. So with all that said and done, if you enjoy, give us a like and subscribe down below. Ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that. And all that is great appreciated, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into this Manjome Thunder variant deck. So starting off with the Armed Dragon Thunders themselves, we're playing the 1 level 10. You only really need 1 level 10, because once you get him out, that's pretty much, you're pretty much done and sorted. And we have small ways to revive him and recycle him, so if it does get outed, you're not too worried about it. I mean, it's not like he's the original level 10 where you can't misbrush them by other ways, I believe. Yeah, so you can only summon him, like, but with this level 10 you can summon him in any other ways, just naturally. He just won't get the additional effects. He will just literally just be a Armed Dragon beat stick. Yeah, so you only need 1 level 10. If you want to play multiples, you can do so. I would just take out the original level 10, which, as you can see, I do play still. I'll just swap that out for a second copy. I wouldn't play more than 2. That's for the say. 3 level 7s, you got to play level 7. He is literally, he searches every Armed Dragon card in the deck. Like, he just searches an Armed Dragon card when he's discarded by an effect for a dragon monster. So you want to play 3 copies of this one for certain, and you do play 3 level 5s because he is your best way to go through the level up sequence, because he gets you the level 7, because he searches you any Armed Dragon that's level 5 or above. And I only play 2 level 3s. The reason I play 2 level 3s is because we have 6 ways to search this card. Like, literally 6 ways to search him. You should not have an issue with seeing this guy when you want to. I don't want to clog too many of this. I don't want to be normal summoning this card all the time. Essentially, I don't want to have too many copies in my hand. There's other things that you do kind of want to normal summon and things like that. and you're best to get this card off like your Flash or your Ojama match. That's the best way you want to get to this guy, because it's then a free summon and a free extender and things like that. So you do want to play 2 copies though, you don't want to play 1. That's probably a question you guys have, like, oh, well, if that's the case, why do you just play 1? The reason you play 2 is because you do want to also discard him as well. If you have the additional copy, it is a nice thing to then discard through your level up play. Then that gives you that extra draw. And to round out the Armed Dragons, I do play, as you saw, the 1 OG level 10, because it is a board wipe. Like, you don't underestimate him. Like, if you get this guy off Armed Dragon Blitz, or you can just, as I've done in multiple testings of this deck, just hard summon him through releasing an Armed Dragon Thunder level 7. You then just, you know, get a free board wipe, which is just absolutely insane when you think about it. And then through your spells and traps, he has protection. So it's going to be hard for them to avoid that board wipe when it does appear. So that's it for the Armed Dragons. Moving on to the Ojamas, the bread and butter, you could say, the glue to this whole deck. You play 1 each of the vanillas, and I do play 1 each of the effects as well. So you have essentially 1 copy of each Ojama card in the deck. And the reason for this is that I don't want to clog too many of the Ojamas themselves. Like, the only card I would have played multiples of is red in testing, because red is just a good normal summon, because then it clears out your entire hand of Ojamas, gets you to those link summons, your XC summons and things like that. So I'd probably play like 2 copies of red. If I did play 2 copies of red, I'd remove one of these 2. Probably the blue, just because he's only good when he's destroyed by battle. You can crash with it, so that's not too much of an issue, and that's probably like the best way to resolve the blue. But I like to, at the moment, play 1 of each. But as I said, I'd probably bump red to 2 and drop the blue. Then we're playing, obviously, your alphabets. So your X Head, Y Dragon, Z Tank, VW, V Tiger, and W Wing. You play 1 of each because you don't want to see multiples of them, basically. It's simple as that. You only want to get these cards with your Ojama Simulation, no other way. The worst case scenario, if they are in your hand, they're discard fodder for your level up plays and your pops with your Thunder level 7 and so on and so forth. So they have some uses in hand, though you don't really want to see them. If you do see them, that is the kind of thing that hurts the most. And to round up the monsters, this is the spicy engine that I found watching another one of the OCG channels that I'm subscribed to, one of their dual videos and their deck profile. This is the spicy engine, which is just insanely good. 1 Milfy Catty and 1 Danger Bigfoot. So I'm surprised we never tested with the dangers, just because Armed Dragons like to discard. Dangers like to be discarded. Get some benefits. But the cool thing about this is that if you open, or you can search this, because it is the card that we're playing the extra to search this. If you have the Milfy Catty, you can just end phase, summon the Catty, and then during your opponent's turn, like, bounce the Catty to hand and search the Bigfoot, because it searches any beast, and Bigfoot's a beast. So you search the Bigfoot, and if you have your Armed Dragon Thunder level 10 on field, cool. Ditch Bigfoot, pop a card with level 10, Bigfoot activates, pop another card. You turn your level 10 to a double pop, which is just insane. If you don't want to search Bigfoot, cool. Bounce Catty, search any of your Ojamas that you want. Red, cool. Normal summon red. Swarm the board. This engine is so nice, it's so versatile, it's so consistent, just because all of you, this is again another reason why I want to probably bump red to 2, just because you just have so many plays and versatility with a small little engine that it's just insane, and I love it so much. I love it so much. I'm never taking this engine out, but this is the engine I was saying that I could see you emphasizing this, like thing maybe on the Melfi engine, like I don't know, some crazy Ojama Armed Dragon Melfi deck. Like, I could just see so many possibilities with that, and then still attacking like 1 or 2 Bigfoots in the deck, just because Catty searches it. and then your Ojama search Catty. So it's a very weird chain that is just absolutely cool. Works so well, and I love it. Moving on to spells. Free Flash. Gotta play free Flash. You could probably drop it to 2 if you really wanted to, but Flash you gotta play at 3 if you can. Still glad it's not as crazily expensive as I thought it was going to be. 1 Lightning and 1 Blitz. I like the versatility. I can just search this up to 7 when I need to. If I open up with any of them, cool, I just search the other one. Blitz is like the best way to swarm your board with your armed dragons, and is the best way to get your level 10 on board. Your other search spells is just free Oja Match. Love this card so much. Just absolutely phenomenal card. 2 Stimulation. This gets you into your VW V to Z catapult engine. The 1 Magic. I was testing this at 2, but I took the second copy out for the Blitz. Because I didn't want to see this card too much. I didn't want to open with it constantly, because you just want to get the 1 benefit out of it, and then that's it. And you can search this off your pajama as well, so that's not too much of an issue to see this card. It's not mandatory to see this card, essentially. 1 Pot of Avarice. 1 Return the Dragon Lords. This can be Monster Reborn, but I like the versatility that this can provide protection for my armed dragons. And your 1 Called by the Grave as well. It's a very search heavy base deck, so you don't really want to be cheated out by an Ash. And then 2 Pajamas with the 1 Duo. Duo is just a nice recovery card that you can utilize your Pajamas with. But I'm thinking of taking it out for the 3rd Pajama, because I'd rather see Pajama. Because Pajama just grants protection to essentially my entire deck. My entire bosses in my deck, the Pajama can give me protection. Which sounds very weird. Moving on to the extra, your main boss monster of the deck, which is the Armed Dragon Catapult Cannon. Very easy to get this out. Very strangely enough, it's not too difficult. And once you do, you essentially win the game. Like, you just outright win the game. To go into this, we have the V to Z Catapult Cannon, 1 XYZ Dragon Cannon, and the 1 VW Tiger Catapult. That's it for fusions. 1 Dark Armed Dragon, the Dragon of Annihilation. I'll be honest, this is only in here for the theme. Like, literally, you don't really ever go into your rank 7s, because that will require you to have 2 level 7s on board. Not difficult, because you have your Blitz. But you don't really want to go into this. But I had the 1 spare slot in the extra egg, and I just thought, fudge it. Let's go with the Dark Armed. Have that sort of representation. The 1 Melfi of the Forest, just you make this with your red. You make this with red. Then this searches you your Catty, end phase, summon the Catty, opponent's turn, bounce Catty to hand, search your whatever you want, like the Danger Bigfoot, and then Melfi Forest negates something. Really good, very easy to pull off. Another card that you can search in this deck with it, and that's something I've been playtesting around with, is Melfi Hide and Seek. Because this is essentially a searchable mini Pot of Avarice in the deck, because then you play this, and you shuffle 3 cards, 3 beasts back into your deck and draw 1, which includes all of your Ojamas. And literally, the play of using red to make this gives you the 3 beasts that you need. The only reason I'm not playing the Hide and Seek is because it conflicts with blue. Because it then actually protects blue from being crashed, which then sucks, because that's the whole point. You play blue is to crash into it, crash with it, and then you search your 2 armed dragon, your 2 Ojama cards. That's kind of the reason why I'm not playing the Hide and Seek, because it conflicts with blue. But if I'm taking blue out, then I might put the Hide and Seek in, to then give me a bit of flexibility. 1 number 64, Ronin Raccoon. Just another boss monster you can make with the Ojamas. And the 1 Sky Cavalry Centaur, another monster you can make with the Ojamas. For the links, the 1 Tri Brigade, Shingon the Ominous Omen. You make this with your, literally, a Ojama red after you've resolved the magic makes this, and you've got a really strong boss monster on board. Other than that, you could make Sayuja Skuldred for consistency. 1 Ojama Emperor. Again, I had another flexible slot in the extra. The extra is actually pretty flexible in terms of what you want to play. So I play the Ojama Emperor. 1 Nightmare Phoenix. 1 Cross Sheep, because we do play fusions. 1 Generator. Trent server, you kind of want to make this, if you can, set this card up to give your opponent an Ojama blue, and then you can just, you know, beat over it. And the one link spider, because we play many vanillas. But that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below what you think of this. I do hope that, no offense, I do hope that this is the last Armed Dragon deck that, at least for a long while, that we're going to share with you. Minus the one that I believe Dale is still trying to post up as well. I'm going to get back to him on that one. Yes, so again, hope you enjoyed this. Leave your comments down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, as always, guys, happy dueling. And 1, 10, 100, 1000, Manjo me Thunder!